Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new paddle from Ace, the Ace Heart. Really anxious to review this paddle, anxious to get out and hit this paddle. I've reviewed a couple of Ace paddles in the past, played with them, they're really good, great performance. So I'm excited to get out and try the new Ace Heart. Ace has done something a little bit different with this paddle. They're calling it Gen 3.5 technology. At the heart of that technology is the 14 millimeter Omnicore core. It's a poly core that has an edge-to-edge foam chassis that the core sets in. If you think of Yola, their Gen 3s, the new Mod TA15 or the 3Ss, they have kind of the same principle, but I believe Ace has done something a little bit different with that, where the core is not going to have such a hollow effect and maybe not have such a trampolining effect. And it should be maybe a little more stable, but still add that power. So very anxious to get out and try this paddle. Something totally different. The surface is the T700 carbon fiber that we all come to know and love, but everything else is a little bit different. Have no idea what this will play. I will say that it comes in at about 7.8 ounces. I've already added some lead tape, put on a grip, getting ready to head out there. So I was anxious to just get it on and get it going. This paddle is 16.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide, 5.5 inch long grip with a 4.25 inch circumference. Very excited to get out and hit this paddle. I did bump it up to 8.2, which is a little more in my weight range that I like to hit, but I left the balance pretty much the same, so it would be, playable, and it would be good to review. But I'm so anxious to hit this. All right, guys, I'm headed out to the court right now. Hope you're going to be there. We'll try this new Ace Heart with the Omnicore core. We'll try it together. Gen 3.5. All right, I'll be back.
That was cute.
All right, guys. Ace Heart paddle. Let me go off this target. There it is. Let's hit the camera. Hope it didn't shut it off. Go again. This paddle lacks a little weight and a little mass, a little plow through. I'm hitting those dead red. Let me go again. Yeah, it's there. Let me see if I can get one past the target. That wasn't, still the straight line accuracy is very good. It is a little windy out today. Like just a little, the wind is in my face, so I'm kind of going against it. Still, no excuses, right? All right, let me spin this ball. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Pretty good spin. Let me do that again. Yeah, it's got nice spin. Good spin. I want to be able to control it and really knock that, let me try and knock that down. Yeah, that had nice spin. That really had nice spin. And pretty controllable spin too. All right, the Ace Heart. There we go. Hey guys, I'm back. Just spent the last couple of weeks getting to know the brand new paddle from Ace, the Ace Heart. Getting this paddle in with the new Omnicore core and the Gen 3.5 technology, I kind of equated it in my mind to the Yola Gen 3.0s, even the new Yola Mod TA15, which I like a lot, but they've got that, all those paddles had that hollow sound and the big trampoline effect. So before I ever hit this paddle, I thought, this paddle might have some of those same similarities. Got out to the court, and it does not. It doesn't have that hollow sound. It doesn't have that trampoline effect, but it does do a lot of things really well. So I was very surprised at the difference a little bit and what Ace has come out with this new Omnicore core. So let me bounce through all of the attributes and what this paddle does really well. I'm going to start with power. I always start with power. My normal service number is 48 to 50. This averaged out at 51.6. Now, the caveat is I did add weight to this and it needed it. But the power was there at 51.6. It didn't really translate, and if you notice when I was hitting it the hula hoop, it didn't translate to depth. But the power was still there. You had to swing a lot more to get the depth. Once again, that goes back to lead weight. You could add more. I only bumped this to 8.2, and honestly, it could really use a little bit more than that. And if I was going to play with this, I would really bump it up a little bit more. The accuracy and control, very nice off this paddle. Even though it's a 14 millimeter, the accuracy and control was really there. The consistency was nice. We know that the thinner your paddle gets, you might lose some of that. The thicker paddle, you're going to gain that. But this paddle was pretty nice with accuracy, especially straight line control. This paddle has nice dwell time, which translates into nice spin, along with the T700 carbon fiber surface. Really nice spin, really nice dwell time, good size sweet spot. I mean, really, it was a very large sweet spot for a 14 millimeter. It was probably a little bit larger than that. Really felt good off this paddle. Very nice, almost soft-ish feel. It's not terribly harsh anywhere you hit it, and you can just trust it to do pretty much whatever you want. Now, up the net, very fast, very quick. Very easy to get through the zone. Very nice for fast hands. Really works well up there. Defense to offense, it's good, but once again, you add a little more weight on here, it's going to be very, very good. A lot to like about this paddle. I like the new technology. And I'm going to start throwing this in there a little bit more, but I really like this timeless appearance of this. It's just very subtle, yet this is going to stand the test of time. Looks really, really nice. And, it just has a good, clean look to it. Now, all of these things, all of these attributes come back to you got to add more weight. The 7.9 ounces, it just didn't perform. And an 8.2, the entire time I was really hitting this battle, I thought, man, if I bump this to 8.3, just a little bit more, 8.4, this is really going to come alive and really do some things well. So two things. If you get this paddle, you're going to have to add a little more weight. Second thing, if you get this paddle, I love paddles that are customizable to your, so you can put weight wherever you want. If you're a two-handed player, bounce it out here on the tip. It allows you to do that, and it really allows you to do some nice things. I will say that the edge guard, and I don't know if I could show that very well, but the edge guard started to warp right out of the package. I mean, that's a little disconcerting. I don't really care for that. I may even mention that to Ace, but right out of the package, that happened to mine. I don't know if that's happened to any of you guys'. I would compare this paddle a lot, and I kept going back to this as I was hitting it. If any of you hit the Carbon Thomas Wilson series paddle, these two do a lot of comparison thing. Now, the Thomas Wilson paddle, I believe, is a 10 millimeter paddle, but what these two paddles do are very similar. They both have pop. The Thomas Wilson paddle, I bounced back to it. I believe I reviewed that. You could still control it, and it still had consistency, and that's the way this paddle is. You really, control is very, very good, very much there. Resetting, third shot drops, drives, everything's there, top spin. Really nice paddle. Ace, once again, has done just a tremendous job. This is a good company, and they've really come up with some quality things, and I like what they're trying with this Omnicore. And it's just a cool paddle. I'm anxious to hear if any of you are playing with this paddle, and if you've tried it. You may be an Ace enthusiast and maybe just waiting for this paddle. I believe it's sold out right now, but I'm sure they'll have it back on the market soon. And I'm anxious to hear if you've tried it or if you're playing with it. All right, guys, as always, hit like, hit subscribe. I'll be back with more content very soon. The new Ace Heart. All right, guys, get out and play.